are group 3 and you're going to do poultry. And does anybody know what you mean by poultry? Yeah, there are birds that are kept for human consumption. And we have different types of poultry. We have chicken, we have turkey, we have goose, and ducks and guineas. And then for our poultry classifications, we are going to look at chicken. And chicken for we have the first type of chicken I'm going to look at are Cornish hens, and they are between 5 to 6 weeks. And then broilers. I don't need to write them. Anyway, broilers are between 9 to 12 weeks. Then we have roosters for between 3 to 5 months. And then when we talk about Cape, it's male hens under 10 months. And then steer are mature female chicken over 10 months. The next thing we're going to look at is selection and storage. Does anybody know the factors you need to consider when selecting, when buying poultry? Anybody? Appearance. Age. Weight. Okay, the first one, appearance and aroma. Fresh chicken should be pinkish in color, and then they should not have any tears or damages on the skin, because the damages on the skin can affect the quality of the chicken. And then number 2, packaging liquid. Avoid chicken with with liquid at the bottom. When you buy chicken season up in wrapped peppers, avoid buying chicken in a liquid you may sip through. Number 3, chilling process. Ensure that you buy chicken that is air chilled and not water chilled. Water chilled chicken causes water to seep in through, alafu ina affect the quality and reduce the flavor of the meat. And if you don't, am I going too fast? If you don't understand the point, I can ask again. And then number 4, buy chicken that is raised without antibiotics. You check the labeling of the chicken alafu unaangalia kama it's antibiotic free. Number 5, do not buy chicken that is enhanced with MSGs, nitrates, nitrites. And number 7, we should buy chicken that is vegetable fed. Haijafidiwa with animal byproducts. So, everybody understood that? Okay. The next thing we're going to look at are proper storage techniques to maintain freshness in chicken. Number 1, refrigeration. You should keep the poultry in a freezer below 40 degrees Celsius. And number 2, when you store the chicken, store them below, like on the lowest parts of the freezer, to avoid the juices from seeping through and contaminating other foods. And then number 3, storage duration. Storage, you should consume fresh poultry within 1 or 2 days of purchase. hiyo kama umekeep kwa fridge, and then if you want to keep it in the freezer you can consume it within 6 months. Keep it hapo itakuwa imeharibika. Point number 4. Sorry. Labeling. Label packages with date of purchase. Ndio ujue which chicken to eat first. First in, first out. And then number 5, thawing. Tukiongelelea thawing, we mean that it's better to thaw chicken in the refrigerator. Unatoa kwa freezer, unaweka kwa fridge, and then it slowly thaws. They lose the freshness na quality of the chicken. Badala ya kuithaw kwa maji. You can thaw it in the water, lakini it's best to thaw it in the fridge. And then number 6, use safe containers. When you store the chicken, ensure that the containers are seal-proof, and then what do I call them? Unaona ziploc bags, zile zenye ukifunika like haina any juice slipping through. Yeah, so when you store chicken, ensure to use safe storage materials. And number 7, inspect for spoilage. Before you store, angalia kama kwanza your chicken is fresh. Usikuwa una store vitu zisharibika. Thank you.
Morning. My name is Wilfred Agina, and I'll be taking you through techniques associated with poultry preparation. First of all, if you get your chicken, you will not cook it with feathers. So we have the first technique is plucking. Plucking. Okay. And with plucking, you dip your chicken in hot water for ease of plucking the feathers. After plucking, we have stabbing. Stabbing. This technique is used to remove the hairs or the feathers, the small ones that remains on the chicken skin. You use the tip of the knife and your nails to you stab, then you pluck, you remove. That is a technique called stabbing. After stabbing, we have singing. To sing. Sing, yeah? This one is what we want to roast for jiko here, to remove the raw chicken smell, I must say. Then we have trussing. Trussing is a technique of tying the chicken up. When you want to roast it in an oven, you tie it up so that the legs and the drumstick do not go apart and break. Is that understood? Yes. We have cutting techniques, and in the cutting techniques, you either produce how many parts does a chicken produce? We have different, when you want to produce 4 pieces, or 8 or 12 for the number you want to produce, depending on who you want to feed. We have those different techniques. There's one you cut, you separate the breasts and the lower part of the chicken, just to produce 4 pieces. And there's one that you move on to separate the drumsticks and the drumettes. The drumettes are those bulbs. Yeah? Yes. I think that is the end of my presentation. Any question? Yes, please. Yes.
You say trussing, not trussing.
Trussing.
Yes.
Very nice.
This
one, then to go through marination and seasoning. Marination is the process of soaking food, particularly meat, in a flavored liquid before cooking. Under marination, choose a marinade base. For example, acidic. It can be yogurt, buttermilk, vinegar, citrus juice like lemon and lime. Oily, come example, olive oil or other cooking oil to help distribute flavors. Purpose ya marinating to enhance flavor, tenderize, alafu pia moist, moist retention help the meat stay juicy during cooking. Alafu hii tenderize, break down proteins, making the meat more tender. Seasoning, the process of adding herbs, spices, and other flavoring agents to food to enhance its taste. Purpose yake, adding basic flavors such as salt and pepper, which are fundamental for flavor enhancement. Using spices and herbs, under balancing flavors, ensure a dish has a well-rounded taste by combining sweet, savory, sauce, and spicy elements. Thank you.
Bowen, Christopher. I'm going to take you through the preparation and cooking method of poultry. Preparation is done after marination. after you have enhanced all your flavors and ingredients. Preparation and cooking method for poultry. One is roasting. Roasting is a method of cooking whereby you cooking poultry is whereby you cook a poultry in an oven whereby you use a high heat, creating a crispy skin while keeping the meat juicy. The second preparation is grilling, whereby we use flame or hot grills. These methods impact a smoky flavor and is popular for kitchen, breast, wings, and skewers. The one we normally we cut into cubes, then we use the skewers. Next is baking. Baking is similar to roasting, but we use the lower temperature. For the roasting, we use the higher temperature of 200, 220 and above. Then this one is below, not 200. Poultry can be baked in sauces or marinades to keep it moist and flavor. Next, number 4 is boiling. Boiling is cooking poultry under high or direct heat in the oven. Another one is frying. In frying, we have 3 methods. We have the deep frying, shallow fry, or pan fry. We have the stir frying. Stir frying is done after planting of either planting of vegetables. Stir frying is quick cooking method in a hot pan or oven with vegetables and sauces. Then pan frying is a small amount of oil used on the pan. Factors to consider when pan frying: you cut your meat in slices. Another one is poaching. Poaching is gently cooking poultry in simmer liquid. Another one is braising. Braising is slow cooking method that involves searing poultry first and then simmering in liquids. Next type of cooking is smoking. This method impacts a heavy smoked flavor and requires a longer cooking time. Steaming. Steaming, the last but not the least. This is a method of preserving its moisture and tenderness. This method is gentle and often used for lean cuts or in health focused fishes. there any additional method of cooking? Any question? Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning once again. Morning. Okay, yes, I am Tabitha Chebichi. We are taking you through the poultry, and from here I'm going to take the special topics and culinary projects of poultry stocks and crops. That we are going to see about making of stocks and crops from poultry and utilizing stocks in various dishes. So we are going to see it. And how to utilize. So I know we all know what stock is. What is a stock? Or a crop? Someone with an idea? Yes, madam.
Is a liquid that you want to get after extract, or when you extract the liquid from bones and vegetables. It's that liquid that you normally get.
Okay,
With prolonged and gentle simmering.
Okay. She has told us that the stock is what we are going to extract from simmering maybe or boiling the vegetables or the bones or even the carcasses of the meat. So here we are going to see that it is a savory liquid made from water in which meat or vegetable have been simmered for a short period of time. That is what the product stock is. So let's say about making stock and crops from poultry. This is a straightforward process that enhances the flavor of soup, sauces, and other dishes. So we also have the ingredients of making that the stock. That we should have the poultry, that is the chicken carcasses. We have the wings, we have the necks. We also have the vegetables. In this case, we can have onions, we have carrots, celery, or we can put them as the Maya pox. We also have the herbs like the bay leaves, the parsley stems, and the peppercorns. Also, we should have water that we are going to put maybe in the pot when boiling to cover the ingredients. So let's now go to the introduction that is required when making these stocks. First, you should prepare the ingredients by chopping the vegetables into large chunks. You should cut it into parts for easier cooking. Saute the veggies in a bit of oil. Then combine and add the poultry herbs, the vegetable herbs and the spices in the pot. Add water to cover the ingredients. Simmer by boiling to a medium heat. Skim if there is any foam. Strain the stock by use of the sieve to another pot. Then you let it cool, and you can also flavor by use of garlic or ginger. Let's see the way of utilizing stock in various dishes. So here you can use the stock, this poultry stock, instead of water in maybe cooking your meals or cooking your soup sauces. So when making soup, instead of using the water, you can just use the poultry stock. In making cream soups, you start with the stock to build the flavor, then add the cream and pureed vegetable. And in making sauces, e.g. the gravy sauce, you can use the poultry stock to deglaze the pan after roasting. When making also the rice, e.g. the risotto rice, you can also use the stock instead of water to cook. You can also use the stock when cooking or stewing maybe any other type of meat. or pricing method of cooking. Also in making vegetables or cooking vegetables, you can cook vegetables in a soup for a savory side dish. And also in making sauce pasta dishes like the spaghetti or so, you can also use the poultry stock so that it can create the light sauce for pasta, incorporating vegetables and proteins. Let's see the techniques used in professional kitchen. Techniques that is used in professional kitchen when making this poultry. First, we have the mise en place. This is a process where you are going to organize and prepare all the ingredients before cooking to ensure efficiency. You should also know the knife techniques and skills by mastering various cutting techniques, i.e. julienne, there is spicing, all those. Also, we have emulsifying or emulsification by creating staple mixtures of oil and water-based liquids for dressing and sauces. We have the plating technique. This is a thoughtful presentation of dishes to enhance the visual and appeal dining experience. Lastly, let's see about the time management and efficiency. So in mise en place, you should have the batch processing. This is by preparing multiple portions of same dish simultaneously to save time. Okay, you should also have the prioritize the task. This is by planning to cook based on time requirement, or you can multitask. Efficient butchering. This is by mastering butchering techniques. This can significantly reduce the preparation time. You should use the proper equipment when making the strokes and pros to improve efficiency and accuracy. You should also have, the staff should have effective communication. The staff should ensure and be aware of their tasks in time to avoid confusion. You should also have time tracking. You keep track of cooking time for various poultry dishes to streamline future preparation. Lastly, we have continuous improvement. This, you should regularly train the staff on the best practices and new techniques to enhance overall kitchen efficiency. That is the last part of my presentation, unless if anyone has a question. Is it well understood?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello. Good morning. Morning. I can't talk about you almost. So I'm not going to talk much on my topic. I'll send you some of the notes. So I'll talk about eggs. Kila mtu anajua egg inakaaje. Inatestaje. Hata kama you are allergic to eggs, but you've seen what an egg is. You know how it venye inakaa, shape yake, all that. And you know in an egg, we have different types of eggs. We have the hen that gives us the eggs, we have turkey, we have the ostrich, the organic ducks. But in our industry, we mostly use the hens. So, kuku. And you know in the hens, they are graded into different sizes. We have the small sizes. We have the medium size. We have the large and the very large. And in these small eggs, they are 53 grams in the weight and under. The medium sizes, they range from 53 grams to 63 grams. And the large eggs, they range from 64 to 73 grams.
The very large, they range from 73 grams to and above. Those are the very large ones. So in these eggs, we have a structure composition of an egg. We are going to see how what the eggs looks like from the outside and to the inside, but I want to draw it. I'll give you the notes and you have to see it. Because of time, I'll move very fast. So in this, our egg, we all know from the outside, what is this? It's a shell. Those are the main components of the egg. You have the shell, and we have this. The outside is white. The egg white. Alafu kuna kwanga na hiyo nyingine yeah, the egg. Those are the main components of an egg. But there are still other structures in its compound, and I have not mentioned them, but I'll send you to it. So I am going to skip to that. I'm going to check on the quality points for fresh eggs. When you're going to buy an egg, what are the things that you're going to check when buying an egg? You cannot just choose an egg because unataka kula mayai leo. Lazima uangalie. Hata kama wewe ni colorblind ama ni nini na chakula iko na shida, you'll have to point something. So, for me, I'll say you have to look at the shell. Your outside part of the egg in a cage. Is it clean? Is it dirty? Is it refreshing to look like? Yes, you have to look at the shell. Then the next one, you won't see it, it's the white, the egg white. Ukifika kwa nyumba, before unapasua mayai yako, you know you have to put it in a separate bowl. Maybe mkiendanga kwenye mko mnafanya kazi mnaambia mnafaa kukuwa na bowls mbili. Usikuwa unapasua mayai in that place, you have to check it kwanza. Unaweka kwa container moja na kama ni mbaya unamwaga nje. Don't mix with the other ones. So we have to look also from the yolk. It should be firm, round, dome-shaped, and good in yellow color. It should not. Isika ile pale yellow. I can say like that. Alafu the smell. Eggs yenyewe, I don't know if eggs have a pleasant smell. They don't have, but you cannot when a egg imeharibika, si ndio? Inatonga that harufu mbaya sana yenye ukipasua hapo nasikia hata kutoka. And I'll check about how you should store your egg while storing an egg. So here in my notes inasema when you're storing your eggs, the plant edge should look upwards. Si mayai inakaa hivi. Sasa sijui anasema hii ndio inafaa kuangalia juu wenye so I don't know why. Mbona wanasema hivyo? Because of ati ukistore egg hivi inafaa kuangalia juu the plant edge. Why should it be stored that way?
Everything.
Mayai inapumua. Atina?
Mayai inapumua.
Mayai inapumua. Sina reason but venye amesema ati mayai inapumua. The next one, keep in a cool but dry situation with a temperature range from 0 to 5 degrees. There's a reason mbona wanasema you should keep in a cool temperature. Why is it? Mbona wanasema hivyo? Don't keep in a hot place. Mbona wanasema hivyo? Cynthia? Yes, Will?
Make place in a warm, in a warm room, warm temperature. Tends
to hatch.
Tends to
develop. Sasa unasema nikipeleka mayai yangu hapa nje itaanza kudevelop. Itaanza kuungua. Please check on that. You know what? After research on that. Why is it an egg? You have a point.
You're not supposed to put the egg in a warm place. Because
excuse me,
I don't know whether it's the correct point, but it's a clue.
It's a clue.
Do not put your eggs in a warm place, because when you put it in a warm place, I don't know whether the egg will start thinking that the brooding is taking place.
ndio zitaanza kuharibika itself. Haya, eggs should not be washed before being stored. Najua kuna wengine tuko safi sana, but mayai tusioshe jam, please. When you're storing your eggs, don't wash your eggs. They're saying here, when you're washing your eggs, it will remove the natural protecting coating. So see the shell. So ukiosha siku na inatoka hiyo some coating of it. Hiyo unaharibu mayai yako. So don't wash it. When you mna kwa duka, uje tuweke kwa tray. Eggs cannot be frozen whole, but when separated. So when you're storing your eggs kwa fridge, najua wengine tunapenda kuweka mayai tu kwa fridge. But hapo wanasema when you're storing it, don't usiweke mayai yako yote hivi. You can separate it in a bowl. Look at the egg white, kando na egg yolk. Kuna, I don't know what it's called. Kuna easy to I don't know what's the name, but I'll check on it. Inaka kama tray, but anaikanga tu kwa refrigerator. Inakaa hivi. So some English men, those English wanapenda kuweka the egg white kando na the egg white kando, alafu wanai-throw into the freezer. You know the name? Haya, uses of eggs. Tumekuwa tukitumia mayai almost kila siku, weekly, monthly, and you know what we use it for in the industry. So please, for baking, for coating, umesema? Coating, enriching, thickening, sawa, asante. Enriching, thickening, coloring, glazing, garnishing, emulsifying, binding, coating. Yeah. Methods of cooking eggs. We have boiling, boil off, poaching. This side, pressure. Methods of cooking eggs. Boiling. Poaching, boiling, scrambling, baking, frying. Those are the ways. When you're going to check on the transport of eggs, how you should transport your eggs from one place to another. The convenience. So transport of eggs. The containers and packaging materials must be such that the eggs are well protected against mechanical damage. So when you transport your eggs, the way you store, I don't know how to explain it, but no longer transport eggs from the lorries when you're in store. Zikiwa hapo kwa trays, unaekelea juu, unaifunika juu na kitu, na hapo chini tena. That's the way. The eggs must be protected at all times against exposure to temperatures that cause deterioration in quality. Care is needed to avoid excessive shaking. The permissible range of temperatures during loading and transport depends on the local climatic conditions and the duration of the journey. Yeah, that's all of it. Any other question?